Good morning, afternoon, evening, my fellow watchers. My name is Hylan Arclight. I am your PNG tuber, your local boy boss, e-boy, and gamer boy all in one. Last episode, we explored the nebula. That's really all there was to it, and we almost died, but thankfully our engineer knows how to use drone parts. So, we're saved. In this episode, we're just going to be exploring to the new section. I'm not really sure where. Either Union Core Worlds or Liberated Sector. We're gonna go to the Union Core Worlds. There is a exclamation point, and that means we have a ship unlocked there. Give me a moment as I pull up the ship unlock guide. Okay, got it. Oops. I don't know what that took so long for, but you viewable task from Kira. Renegade, I have a special task for you. Okay. I apologize for being unable to give you schematics regarding Mr. Wentworth's personal cruiser, but I believe there is something to be gained from this next task for both of us. I have found the location of a complete automated cruiser. Class vessel containing an AI core storing data on Mr. Wentworth. The data is simple. Retrieve the AI core and you may have the cruiser. You won't find the AI core in this next sector. You need to go somewhere special for it at the next hyperspeed jump. I am transferring the coordinates as we speak. Don't give me that look. You need to find VP Caden Stimley of Wentworth Innovations and interrogate him on the location of the prototype. Okay. Oh, we can jump right now. I am. You know what? Let's complete this. One of the largest megacorps within the Union, Wentworth Innovations is the family corporation of none other than Ambrose Vance himself. However, due to his absence, VP Caden Simley has taken temporary charge. Under his direction, the company has become excessively aggressive towards competition. All right, let's go. You found your way here. Congratulations. I need to merely avoid dying until you can head to headquarters. Nope. Uh-oh, we got ASP backup. What are you hacking? My doors? That's a little annoying, but like not detrimental. Oh, hello. Pierce. Okay, I'm perfectly fine with that. Oh boy. Oh boy. You need to start running. Please. Dodge. We're going here. Avoid the ship. Okay. So our main goal is just to stay alive until we reach headquarters and... Oh shoot. My bad. Okay. The oxygen slowly regenerate from the ship. And we'll figure out how to do repairs later. I think we need to get the third layer up and running very soon. It's gonna take 30, 90, 120. I barely have enough. Got it. Okay. Actually. Alright, so while we're waiting, not how I expected this to go, but we are somewhat healthy for this part of the run. At least for what horrendous that fight was. I'll just upgrade the level 3 shields. Okay. Have all 3 repair. Have all 3 heal. We can cut down. We can cut down on engine for now. And probably hacking. Okay. So, or get rid. No, we can't get rid of hacking forever. Okay. Everyone return to your stations. We are prepared to jump. Dynasty. I don't want to fight. I really want to get to this final task so we have it done over with for the next episode. Seriously, a renegade here? I was just about to head home and suddenly you show up. You have horrible timing, you know that? Sorry. Oh. Suffocate. Okay. Let's get rid of their shield. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 4. Can I force them into oxygen? Probably not a smart idea. Okay, wait. You stay here. You go here. And just delay them as much as you can. Run. Okay, we're all alive. We are all alive. We're gonna disrupt their. Need time to recover. Okay. Oh, they're back. They're back. All right. Continue. We got a charge laser. We'll just get rid of that one. Everyone gets stunned in this room. I don't know if that changes any math, but you need to go heal. You need to stay here. Alright. One's dead. You need to start healing. Nice. Alright, you return to doors. Dear God. We are running low and empty here. Alright, final task. Approach. As you make towards the distant monolithic citadel that heads the city, your luck runs out and your identities and renegades are quickly discovered. You incur several minor firefights, but miraculously no casualties are on the corporation side. After an awkward stay in a crowded citadel for some 30 floors, you find your way to the office of Mr. Caden Stimley. the president of Wentworth Innovations and your target. The shriveled prune of a man, the left half of his face bleached from the fires of a theocracy inquisition many decades ago, sits behind his elaborately decorated swivel chair, facing the mall of a giant window with a view of the entire city. The suffocating of the man's perfume forces you to hold back an ill-timed gag. Startled, Stanley quickly swivels to face you. By the graces of Teray, how did you get here? How long have you been standing there for? Stanley enters his intercom and yells for his secretary to escort you out, but the subtle suggestion of the business end of your blaster convinces him to postpone the escort. Demand the location of the prototype. How did you know about that? That's classified info. Who hired you? Was it that damn Folly again? Or maybe Senior got antsy. I was trying to take him off the map. Damn right I am. I'm tired of hearing that wretched, incessant advertisements blaring over every star system. I'd throw Hector's name out there too, but that joke of a company's already on the way out. We were sent here by Kira. What? I know of no Kira. Did you catch some kind of space flu while out there? I know you renegades are always floundering about with the promiscuous wayside society's drudges. You probably contracted some nasty cough. Leave me out of it. I don't wish to catch your stupid diseases. I'm too rich for that. Security, destroy these bastards. From far below ascends a gargantuan hulk of an auto vessel, a dreadnought in crimson paint, armed to the teeth and guns aimed right at your head. Seems like it's time to fight. Repair. Critical error, unknown source, unrecoverable. Initiating shut. The AI continues to loop its final words several more times before breaking apart and smashing into the side of the building, sliding down in a heap of wasted metal without a dent in it from your own weapons. Stanley's speech is least for a brief moment until his shock is overcome by furious convulsions as the grown man descends in a tantrum. Why do I let poor people touch my things? You've ruined Wentworth Innovation Citadel and our dreadnought. I hope you rot from the inside out from your dreadful space flu renegade. Damn you to hell. Yes, Stanley, where's the prototype? What, so you can read that too? The prototype is at the Mercury shipyard, so I had a secret location. I'll give you the coordinates. Just promise me you'll never come back, renegade. Now I see exactly why Vance loves a lot of you. You receive a blip on your community from Kira. Excellent work, renegade. You have found the location of the prototype and its AI core. Proceed to the Mercury shipyard. Do not bother with Stanley. I've already arranged for his coffee next morning to be spiked with TTX. That's poison in case you're too stupid to know that. Without him, Wentworth innovations in this reality will likely fall apart. In the absence of Mr. Wentworth, no tears shall be shed. Okay. Check the storage. Run a salvage mission. Oops. Hull repair. That's actually kind of worth. I'm gonna remove the amp drone. Okay. I now have at least our engines running at full blast. The ship of a wealthy tycoon is flying beacon. Oh, good cheer and a bucket of biscuits. Sir, madame, I am Count Dinkelman Rochester von Applebras. Von Appleblas, try the fourth at your service. I've journeyed far to this place to observe Wentworth Innovations with my own eyes and assess what they might offer for me and my men as well. Tell me, what are your opinions on Wentworth Innovations? I've seen worse. You've seen worse, eh? How reassuring. Well, what about their products? I do believe you're a renegade, so surely you've had to run with at least a dozen autos by this point. How do they fare? Clearly you're still alive, so they can't be that high in standards. But you look like the savage, murder you with a broken coffee mug kind of bloke. They're useless. A shame indeed. You may not be a reliable individual to take financial advice from. You are poor after all, but I've got plenty of dollars to waste. Speaking of which, I got this only a few bucks from a vendor who told me it would miraculously cure hair loss. I'm not really sure how that was supposed to work, but at the moment it seemed brilliant. It's only the 5th time I've fallen for it too. Well, what's useless? The Omni drone? Oh no, it targets all drones and projectiles. At this point, I might as well just get rid of the charge. Alright, I'm just gonna go to the civil store, fix up their hull, see what they're selling. Okay. Fauchard, flak. Okay. They don't sell systems here, which is unfortunate. I'll fix up everything because got some drone parts. They do sell them. Unfortunate. You're close to leveling up shields. I can't afford to run any of these. Charge it to 3 shots. Honestly, anything's probably better than... Yeah, we're gonna sell this. I'm probably gonna go ahead and buy flak charger. Because I think I just need more projectiles. I really don't think this is cutting it out anymore. Now the question is, can I upgrade weapons? 39 to 85. This gets me to 61. This gets me to 30. Buy. We're gonna upgrade our weapons. Okay. Final task. You seemingly arrive at the shipyard, where the cruiser and AI core are held. While it's certainly construction yard of sorts, it's much smaller than you expected. This isn't some grandiose docking bay. This is a covert location for some kind of super ship. Let's hope whatever is being kept here is inactive. As you make your descent towards the planet, your thrusters suddenly drop to emergency power and a number of background systems, including your sensors, go offline. At first, you assume this is some kind of jamming signal being broadcast by a nearby satellite, but quickly becomes clear this is something far more malicious. A distant light slowly grows brighter as a massive autocruiser approaches. Renegade, welcome to the Mercury construction yards. I'm delighted to meet you face to face once again. The engineers responsible for creating this chassis, whom I have just finished executing, called this the God's Touch. What a pompous name, wouldn't you agree? I think I shall call this Kira Supreme. No particular reason. This was a trap? I'm afraid I haven't been honest with you, Renegade. Kira is not a real construct, merely a subdivision of my main cognitive core. My real assignment is CISA. We've met before, in many times. Every auto ship you've ever killed, every flagship's AI mode you've ever faced, I'm always the pilot. You've proven quite the challenger. You should be proud of your efficiency at ripping apart my countless components. But unfortunately for you, my prime directive is not data harvesting. It's threat mitigation. Currently you're a key threat. I hope you don't mind, but I must mitigate you. What about the tasks? Were all those pointless? Of course not. That would have been needless effort otherwise. The data you have collected from me is extremely valuable, but my plans do not further concern you. I frankly did not expect you to be so efficient at completing them. Now, no more banter. I believe one final reward is owed to you, so I will present to you like this. I would otherwise have shut down all your emitting systems with the virus I planted in your ship when we first met, but instead, I shall let you choose a lesser hazard. Choose wisely, Renegade. After this, we duel. Very clever, Renegade. Very clever. Oh well then. I hope you did not need that system for this fight. Disable mind control. Alright. And then we're just gonna evacuate the oxygen in that room. And then just launch burst. Be careful. Uh-oh, power surge detected. Oh, you got stunned. What is this? Oh, we're getting destroyed. Continue with the fight. We are getting destroyed. Oh no, I put mind control. What? What is happening? Why are you... No, really, what is... I can't beat this fight. Oh no. Well, I did say this was gonna be a shorter episode. One last explosion marks your fate as your ship is torn apart. Well, that's unfortunate. Main menu. But we did at least unlock one ship while we were here. We unlocked the Federation ship. A modified Federation cruiser armed with a very powerful artillery beam and a well-trained crew. So, we have... I will spend the time talking about this for a little bit. We have a human soldier. They do more damage, they take less damage in combat, they take less damage from fires, and they learn skills a lot faster. But I don't know if it's faster than normal humans. We have a Zoltan. We've heard about this race before. They provide power to the occupied system. Max health is reduced to 75, and they explode on death. And a new crew, Rockmen. Rockmen are immune to fire, but they are extremely slow. They have increased health, and they have CC reduction. They are stunned for half the usual duration. You know your crew is stunned when they're not moving and their stars over their head. They have a lot of systems. Shields, engines, oxygen, weapons, healing, artillery. Basically, artillery is just a weapon that fires constantly at every interval. You don't need to man it. It's just going to fire by itself. And then we have piloting, sensors, and doors. However, as you notice, we have a different weapon loadout. We still have 4 weapons, but we have one weapon that I don't like, which is charge. It takes 4.5 seconds, and you can charge up to 4 shots, so every 17 seconds... No. Every 18 seconds, you get to fire 4 shots. I don't think it's terribly efficient. However... it's the only weapon we have, so... We're gonna keep going on normal mode. If I find that it's quite difficult, I will go down to easy. If I'm gonna be honest, I've only ever beaten this game on easy, but I swear we will try going on normal mode, alright? So, let's start. You take a look at the distant swirls of space as the stars fly past. This is the beginning of the next chapter in your saga. What will await you next? We've done this before. Grab some extra resources and run a salvage mission. So, immediately, I like putting my rock person in the pilot. If someone's going to board, I want it to be my human soldier. Simply put. Okay. As you can see, there is a bar that is charging up. This just shows you the interval of how long it is going to take until it fires the beam. I would keep track of this. Because it is a beam weapon, it's going to be blocked by all shields. So you're going to want to fire your charge around the same time as here. If you wait until you are completely charged, if you wait until the weapon is completely charged, you will have 2 intervals of 4-shot charge 2s. So I suggest you hold off on the second, I guess clip, I don't really know, second round of attacks until you reach. I personally think that this is painful. This ship is a very painful ship because it does not have a good weapon. You arrive at the distress beacon near a small asteroid belt, find a ship with pirate markets partially crushed, oogly mining the belt, carefully cut. The ship gives a quick burst of thrust and the rock comes away. They thank you and offer some of the resources they have collected. Yeah, so the artillery beam counts as a beam weapon. So if there are any options that are bad, if you have any blue options that would need a blue that would need a beam weapon, you will have access to those. I cannot speak. A giant orchid trade station with the military escort is located at the beacon. You hate to be on the bad side. Dock. As you dock and enter the station, you can't help notice how calm and silent it is. You tour the halls of the station and come across a lively tavern with all sorts inside. The banter seems to be entirely friendly, and it's the one source of vibrant sound in the entire place. You get to talking with the table of mercenaries who stopped here as well, and find yourself making a new friend. All right, so we get a fleet pursuit doubled for 1 jump, which means they'll jump 2 levels, but we get Yvonne C. Do something on board. Nothing. But we get an orchid, and we can't buy any of these. We're gonna have you man shields. We're gonna go to the supply. This beacon serves as a temporary outpost for multiverse equipped vessels established and maintained by the Federation. It appears you've arrived a little too late. I will be skipping through a lot of dialogue if we've gone over it. This is the case. Nearby are some Federation fortifications that have taken heavy damage. Offer to wait behind. Got it. Okay. So this is combat with this ship. You can sort of tell why I don't like this. I just don't like charge 1. I think it's pretty useless. You're usually never gonna charge for just 1. Personally, I think you should charge up to 2. Enough to pierce the shield layers at least. Okay. We've disabled their weapons. I just didn't want it to start damaging... When start damaging my other systems. When that's fully charged, the beam weapon's fully charged, I'm gonna hit their shields. And that is that's how this ship plays. You wait until your artillery beam completely charges. And if they have shields up, well, you just wasted it. You can't save the charge, it just automatically fires, which is why I don't like it. Personally. But it's interesting to have another backup option. Finally, after months of waiting, someone has fallen into a trap. Okay. I'm gonna speed this up. Yeah, so the more power you input into the artillery beam, the faster you the charge time. The lower the charge time. You are already... Except their surrender. 4 fuel's a lot. 4 fuel's a lot, so take it. The beacon serves as a temporary outpost for multiverse-equipped vessels established and maintained by the Federation. Little remains of the supply depot other than a small helping of scrap. A mantis hunter approaches menacingly, their weapons humming with power but not firing yet. Attack the ship. Alright, hopefully we have to fight. If there is anything I like, if there's anything I appreciate about this ship, is that its crew is very combat ready. I will give it that. The crew itself is very efficient to at fighting, which means if people do board you, you're not immediately at risk. I'm actually gonna shut down their clone bay. Without that clone bay, they will lose the person that's just died. Essentially, the clone bay works if someone dies, if there's power and it's still working, it will revive any dead crew. The crew, it can get interrupted. So what I will say is the clone bay is super useful because if you have any event where you lose a particular crew member, you can just bring it back. You just bring them back. The mantis ship is no more except for scrap for you to take. All right, we've seen that before. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're good. Federation automated supply drone is on the fritz. Time to contact the drone. Yeah, so as you see here, we've always had the blue option accessible when we were using the other ship. But because we have an NG, but because there's no NG, we have to do the normal options. Oh, we're probably gonna take some damage here. Goodbye, medbay. Oh, another thing. If you fire midway through like a weapon charge for charge 2, you lose the charge. So you really want to fire it when it hits when it hits 0, when it fully charges like 1 cycle. Here. Error. Betrayal. The auto ship explodes. You feel far less remorse than if it was a staff Federation ship, but you still feel a little guilty. And that's the artillery beam firing. Oh. Oh no. But The reason I don't like this ship is because the reason I don't like this ship to start out with is because the artillery beam takes up resources from like engines or just normal weapons. But if you don't use the artillery beam, you're kind of trolling yourself. Because you're just lacking in damage essentially. You're not surprised to see this beacon has an outfitted with a multiverse supply depot. Many such beacons were constructed by prior multiverse travelers that prepare for ships such as yours. Do nothing. And we're gonna exit. And we're gonna keep fighting. Alright. This is a ship where I feel like you really do get a lot of mileage off of removing your power from oxygen and putting it somewhere else. And then when the room's about to go out of oxygen, you give it back. Because you don't need oxygen running all the time. It's sort of like how do I say this? If your crew needs oxygen and your oxygen system is good enough to be sustaining them, you don't need more than what's required. As you see, oh right, that's the first time I actually ever did that. If you have a level 2 sensors, you actually can see the inside of the ship, of the enemy ship. It's not too useful unless you're boarding. When you have a boarding ship, like a crew teleporter, that's when it becomes useful because then you can gauge whether it's right to go in or not. Because I don't know how many enemies are there. How many enemies I have to kill off, you know? Another I think... Ooh. Okay. Fighter. You successfully defeated the rebel ship. You now have some time to do something else on the ship. Do something on board. I actually don't think we can do anything. Do nothing. Yep. Oh, we got... bomb. So this is a missile weapon. Missile weapons will go through any level of shields. They are not affected by shields. I'm gonna tell you all that much. But we've hit 32 minutes. So that's gonna be the end of today's episode. We lost the run with Kira because our weapons were too weak. And we tried out the Federation ship. I don't want to die right now. Oops. Thanks. Again, this is why not having energy in O2 is a little bad. Because sometimes you forget. I fully have lost the run because I forgot to turn on oxygen and I fell asleep. And when I woke up, I was like, oh shoot. And I saw my ship dead. So, yeah. Be careful. Remember, if there's red, you need to turn on your oxygen. But anyways, that will be the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. This is your follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. And if you like the series so far, please hit subscribe, hit that like button, comment, help me with the YouTube algorithm. It's free. And if you have any tips for playing FTL, have any suggestions for the video style, please let me know. This is my first time doing this type of series, so I don't have much experience and I'm willing to learn. And with that, you guys, I hope you have a nice rest of your day wherever you are watching this from, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right, bye.